Children, let's continue with exercise 10.1. Now, starting with question number 4. Find the rate of interest when 750 yields 112.50 as simple interest. Now, this yields, it gives this as the interest. So, what, like interest is calculated on what? That's the principal. So, 750 is principal. This is the simple interest. And 1 by 2 years is the time. So, we have to calculate the interest. Let's see the solution now. It's a very simple question. Directly you will be applying the formula of rate SI into 100 upon P into T. So SI into 100 upon P into T. Now T was a fractional number. That's 5 by 2. So when I write 5 by 2 like this, so 5 by 2 will come in the denominator. So as per the rule, 5 by 2 is the denominator, and that denominator is again having a denominator 2. So the rule says that denominator of a denominator always goes to the numerator. So the 2 will go up. Decimal removed, 100 we'll put on the opposite side, and after cutting we get the rate as 6% per annum. Now question number 5. A man is lending 3500, that's the principal. Starting date is 27 September 2006 and is receiving 3647 on 4th of May 2007. Now the money being received this on 4th May 2007. So we are going to include this May also. We'll be taking it into consideration. Then it is given at what rate the money was lent. Let's check the solution now. The principal is 3500, amount is 3647, time, the starting date is given and the ending date is given 4 May 2007. Always remember, when the year you get, you have to see that it's a leap year or no, because if it's a leap year, in the month of February we'll be having 29 days. So starting with September, I'm going to leave the last date. So starting from September, we'll be calculating from 27 September, that's 4 days. October 31, November 30, December 31, Jan 31, February 28, March 31, April 30 and May 4th May tak hai. So we're going to skip 4th, and that's up till 3 days of May. That comes as 219 days. Now these are days. Converting days into years is dividing by 365. Now finding out a simple interest, because if I want to use the formula of rate, that's SI into 100 upon P into T. So for SI, I am not going to use PRT by 100. I'll be using A minus P, because amount and principal both are given. After putting the values in the formula, we get SI as 147, and then put the values in the rate, and after cutting we get the rate as 7% per annum. Number 6 is certain money doubles itself. Certain money means that principal, we can take it as 100, we can take it as X, we can take it as P. It doubles itself. Now what will it become after doubling? That means amount. So the amount is the double of the principal. 6 years 8 months, that's the time. You have to find the rate. Again, 6 years 8 months, you change it into a single unit, that's either 2 years or 2 months. So I'm going to convert it into years. So months into years is dividing by 12. Let principal be 100, I'm taking it 100, amount will become double, that's 200. Time is 6 years 8 months, which becomes as, after converting the entire thing, 20 upon 3 years. Applying the formula of rate, but I require SI. So before putting the value in SI, our formula, we are going to find out SI, that is A minus P, which comes as 100. Putting the values in the formula, the rate is 15% per annum. Now here again, the time is 20 by 3. So denominator again has a denominator that will go to the numerator. Now let's see the next question. Find the rate of interest on a certain sum of money. Again, the principal is not there, because interest is 4 upon 5 of the sum. That's interest is 4 by 5 of the principal, and the time is given as 8 years. So we'll take the principal as 100, or you can do it with X. SI is 4 by 5 of the principal, that comes as 80. Time is 8 years, so directly we'll put the values in the formula of rate, and we get the rate as 10%. Next question, number 7. Find the rate of interest on a certain sum of money if interest, this is already done. Number 8 question. In how much time will this money yield 230 as simple interest? So this is simple interest, and this is the principal, because we get interest only on the principal at 5% per annum. So this is directly, you can do this question by putting the values in the formula of time. Number 9 is in how many years? That's again, you have to calculate the time. Sum of money, which is the principal, will become 3.5 times of itself. That's amount will be 3.5 times of the principal, and the rate is 16 by 3% per annum. Again, this question we can do it directly by applying the formula of time. Now moving on to question 10. Sum was borrowed on 7th April. That's the starting date, and it amounted to 12544. This is the amount. And this amounted on 24th July. So here in this case, we will be taking the starting as well as the ending date, because from this to this, it amounted to 544. and rate is 6% per annum, you have to find the money borrowed. So money is not given. Let's see the solution now. Amount is there, rate is there, time 7th April to 24th July, April 24 days, May 31 days, June 30 days, and for July we'll be including this 24 also, that comes as 24 days, which comes as 109 days, and converting into year is 109 upon 365. Then we'll take the principal as 100, and on the basis of this assumed principal we'll calculate the simple interest and the amount. We get SI as 1.79 and an amount as 101.79. Now when your amount is 101.79, the principal is 100. So when your amount is 12544, the principal is a rough estimate of putting the values 12323. Number 11, sum of money, that's the principal, rate 6% per annum, time 3 years, and there is a second principal 9990, 8%, that's the rate, and for 5 years, that's the time, and they have the same simple interest. You have to find the money invested. So this question we are going to do in two parts, that is case 1 and case number 2. In case 1 we are going to take PRT and we'll find out the interest, because whatever interest you get for case number 1, same interest will be for case number 2. And case number 2, you have SI, you have R, you have T. Directly apply the formula of principal, which comes as 22,200 rupees. Number 12, you have to again find principal as well as the rate, and this is the amount in 5 years and this is the amount in 8 years. We let the principal be P. Again, case 1 and case 2, you can do it like that. Amount is given, time is given, we'll apply the formula of SI, that's A minus P, and same thing we'll do on the other side also. Now they have the same principles and the same rate, so apply the formula of rate, SI into 100, putting the values, and we get SI rate as 7200 minus P into 20 upon P after cutting entire thing. Same thing we'll do on the other side. Rate we get as 8064 minus P into 25 upon 2P. Now as per the question, the principal and the rate for both the cases is same, so I can write R1 is equal to R2, that is rate of case 1 is equal to rate of case 2. Now forming an equation, shifting values from one side to the other side, we get the principal as 5760. Now after you get the principal as 5760, you put the value of your principal in R1 or R2. I'm putting it in R1, and after putting it in R1, the rate comes as 5%. Question number 13 is a simple question. This is the money lent for 5 years and that's the rate, and the second part of money lent, time and rate. You have to find the total earnings, that means interest for first part and the interest for second part will be the total earnings. Number 14 is Sarita is borrowing this much money, and out of which 3500 is taken at 4% rate per annum, and the remaining part, now what is the remaining part? That's 8000 minus 3500, which is 4500, is lent at 6%. Now how much interest will she pay in 5 years? That's a common time for both the years. Now how much interest will she pay in both the years? So in this case, what you are going to do, you will take case 1, case 2 and the PRT. Here also you will get the SI 700. Here you are getting SI as 1350, and the total interest paid will be the interest of case 1 plus interest of case 2, which is 2050 rupees. Next question is what time. You have to find out this amount. This will amount to 3500. That's the principal. This is the amount. And 6000 amounts to 8162. This is the principal. This is the amount. And time is 6. So again we'll do it in case 1 and case 2 formula. Principal, amount, time, SI is A minus P, and you find out your rate. Now whatever rate you get here, that will be same for case number 2, P, A and rate, and find out SI and then apply the formula of time, which comes as 4/1/6 years. The last question is a person is borrowing 2150 on 25 February 2009, which amounts to, this is the money borrowed, this is the amount, 4% is the rate. You have to find on what date will the money be returned. So we'll find out principal, amount. This is they have given P, they have given A, they have given R, and time, starting date is given but ending date we don't know. Let's find out amount, A minus P. Now find out the time, and we get the time as 1/5 years. Now this is not the accurate time, so let's convert the time into days, and years into days is multiplying by 365, which comes as 73 days. Now starting from 25 February, we'll be calculating 73 days, and we get the 73rd day on May 9th. So the money will be returned on 9th of May. In this case, I am for the month of February, as we are starting from 25 February, I am going to skip that date and we'll count for 26, 27 and 28, leaving one date. This exercise is over. Thank you.